grown and sexy, but clean sometimes. That's what's up. We didn't say it was a family show, so there's that. Wait, are we with that? Well, this or that? Are we?
I don't know. We all over the place.
Had to come out of retirement. These knees they was snap, cracking, and popping, like a Rice Krispie. But we made it do what it do. But I did take a couple ibuprofens afterwards, though. All right.
Mud Talk with Big T, Shay, and Miss Amy.
Can you count, suckers? Get busy, y'all. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your homie Big T.
And I'm Shay Renee.
I'm Miss Amy.
And you listen to the only podcast that brings you latest in music, news, and fashion. The only show that keeps your ears to the streets.
While you grind in the 419.
Yes, it is another Friday, which means another episode of Mud Talk. Last week we said it was a season finale, but clearly we lied.
We did. We lied.
just a little bit, but only because we have a Mud Talk exclusive today.
Yes.
Miss Amy, who do we have today?
We have one of my very, very, very favorite former work kids, and this is CNN Mikey.
What's going on?
And
yes,
he has some amazing things happening, so we just had to get him on.
Yes, we're gonna keep the secret, all right?
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it.
Yeah, we got it.
All right, so as y'all know, we always have to do something before we get the show popping. We got a little something we like to call Big T with the T, and this is where I bring you all the latest music news and everything that's going on with these celebrities. Because this is how I keep my job. Okay,
They're messy.
Yes, if they got the tea, I'm gonna spill it. So This is what we're gonna do. But first, this is not really so much tea, but we do want to send our condolences to DC Young Fly.
Yes.
So his wife, Miss Jackie O, who was a former Wild 'N Out star, and also his wife, she passed away today. All of our news comes from TMZ. Sources told TMZ that she passed away Wednesday in Miami. They don't have any details yet about the cause of her death, but since deleted social media posts claim she was in Miami to undergo a mommy makeover. Miss Jackie O's real name was Jacqueline Smith, and she met DC in 2015. And the same year, he made his premiere on MTV's hit show Wild 'N Out. Jackie was also being featured at one point of the show as one of the Wild 'N Out girls at that point. After she was no longer a Wild 'N Out girl, she decided to go on to launch her own lip gloss line called the J Nova Collection. Of course, DC is still one of the show's biggest stars, and TMZ is told he was actually in Atlanta shooting new episodes when he got the tragic news about his wife's death. So yes, definitely sending out our condolences and prayers up to the family and DC Young Fly. So, all right, well, in news, T news, okay, Danny Lee went to jail over Memorial Day weekend, y'all. Danny Lee, yes. So I thought her name was Danny Lee.
What are we talking about?
Well, I'm about to get there. Can I spill my tea first?
We didn't know her name is.
Thank you. So Danny Lee, who is an R&B singer and also the baby mama of the baby, okay? See what happens when you wait?
All you had to say was the baby.
Well, no, we don't talk about him either. He's canceled.
He
we gotta talk
ruined
about
that girl life.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that off air. We'll tell you later. We'll get you caught up with some more tea.
All right.
But anyway, so Danny Lee, she spent the Memorial Day weekend in jail. This is after cops say she hit somebody with her car while under the influence. The singer, who was also the baby's ex and mother to one of his kids, was arrested early Tuesday morning in Miami Beach, where police claim she was involved in a DUI hit and run, which ended with a serious back injury to the alleged victim who was riding a moped. According to police report obtained by TMZ, Danny was seen by several witnesses driving at a high rate of speed and swerving in and out of lanes near Miami Beach. Eventually, cops say she struck somebody who was on a motorized scooter and dragged the moped for about a block. Somebody had to flag down an officer and flag her down in order to get her to stop.
How drunk do you have to be?
She was on a mission.
Yeah, she was definitely on a mission. And I'm about to tell you what happened. So in the paperwork, the cops described Danny Lee as smelling of alcohol. They conducted a field sobriety test, which they say she failed, and she later took a breathalyzer. The officer claims she blew a 0.145 and 0.148, which is nearly twice the legal limit. Danny was cuffed and taken to jail while she was booked on 3 felony charges: driving under the influence, leaving the scene of a crash with serious bodily injury, and DUI damage to property. They reached out to Danny's team for comment, and so far we have not heard nothing. Also in the report, they were also told that documents say this man also suffered a kidney laceration and a spinal fracture.
Damn.
He's about to get his coins.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Although, you know what? That's not, I mean, yes, it's double the legal limit, but that's really not that drunk to drag an old moped a whole block.
Yes.
It should have been really bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
The baby must have pissed her off. She
mean,
probably didn't get them.
I don't know why he's canceled, but
We all know alcohol clouds your judgment.
yeah, so don't drink and drive.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering, like, how drunk do you have to be to the point that somebody had to flag you down to let
That's
you
what
know
I'm
you were
saying.
dragging a human body down the street?
That's what I'm saying. Like double the legal limit is not that drunk. I mean, that's not drunk, like blackout drunk to the point where you don't know if you have a moped under your car.
But she could have just got a driver. Like you have, it's not like you don't have the money.
Yes.
Right, exactly.
Well, if you've seen Danny Lee, she's skinny, so like she probably didn't need a lot to drink in order.
I
to
actually
do
don't
that.
even know who that is yet still, but it's fine.
Well, I told you we'll catch you.
I know,
up
I'll have to
after
look
the
her
show.
up. You know, the thing about have you been to Miami? Like Miami Beach?
I have not.
There are mopeds and like the tricycle bikes, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see where it would be really hard to drive. It's hard to drive by itself without being drunk.
Right.
Because there's literally motorcycles, mopeds, scooters, tricycles, just up and down that strip on Miami Beach. So I could see how easily it would be to like hit somebody, but drag them that far, I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder what she was drinking. That's what I'm wondering.
What do you think?
I hope
dark.
it wasn't vodka, because you know I drink some vodka, it's over with.
Do not give him vodka.
Don't give me
She must
vodka
have
because
had
we
dark or something.
That's why I said dark. That's why I said it had to be some dark.
Whatever she had a lot of it.
And you know what? It is Miami. It was probably tequila. You're probably right.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I was about to say if it's vodka, it's a wrap. Because you give me vodka, we either nucking if you bucking. There's no
I saw that. I saw that last weekend.
Yeah, last weekend. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we're just gonna not have that anymore.
No more vodka for you.
His weekends.
No, he's cut off. He is cut off from vodka.
No more vodka for me. Tequila.
Give him
only.
some tequila though. He's good.
You give me some tequila, man. I'm life for the party. You give me some vodka. You just put the gloves on. It's going
I
down.
saw that. You were
It's going
What
down.
was in your
You see,
cup the other day though?
Huh?
When you were spinning and twirling and didn't spill it.
Oh, yeah, you were doing that little hustle.
Yeah, that was an old video. That video was from last summer when one of my students graduated and their parents called me their nephew. So they're just like, nephew, you got to come over. So I went to the graduation party, and next thing I know, I was doing the Tamia hustle. And
The
doing
next
all
thing you
types of
know.
Hey, you're probably the life of the party though,
stuff.
damn.
Yeah, but see, that's because they gave me what? Tequila.
And not vodka.
And not vodka.
Mm-mm.
No vodka.
If we want to put you in a fight club, we're gonna give you some vodka.
Absolutely.
I'm
dump it down.
surprised it ain't something dark though.
Oh.
Man,
See,
that dark get people
dark
going
liquor.
different.
No, dark liquor makes me want to chill and just relax.
Uh-huh.
Vodka gets me. Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
problem.
I've never seen somebody want to fight off vodka in my life until I saw that.
Yeah.
That was
I don't know. It's a lot of white girls at the colleges, you know. They drink vodka. You know?
That's true. A little vodka seltzer,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vodka seltzer. And
a little
Well,
White Claw.
Last weekend when we were together, Amy was like, "What are you eating over there?" And I just looked at her like, "Shut the fuck up talking."
That is exactly what it was.
That was
and
the
I was
look.
like,
I
what
didn't
the
say
hell?
anything, but the look was like, "Shut the fuck up talking."
Uh-huh.
That was the look.
Uh-huh.
But then once I got some food in
And
my
you know what?
system-
I was brave too because I played speed with you guys, and I thought you both were about to fight me.
No, we weren't. But
Mhm.
once I ate some food and went to the bathroom, relieved myself, and got that vodka out my system, it was a great time.
I was just smashing the tamales and pizza. I didn't care what was happening.
Yes.
It was good.
All right. Well, that was Big T with the tea. You know, if I got some tea here, I'm gonna spill it first on Mud Talk. So, Miss Amy, what we got popping today?
We have our special guest here. That was your introduction, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I thought
You've been drinking vodka.
No, don't give me no vodka. Please don't give me no vodka. But we do have a very special guest in the building today. We have newly signed hip hop artist to Polo G's label, Mr. CNN Mikey. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are y'all feeling today?
We are doing good with no vodka, so I'm doing.
I got lots
great.
of vodka.
Yeah, I got a little bit. Too.
We're all good.
I'm 21 though, so don't-
Right. I carded it.
She carded me.
I did card
She
it.
looked at it twice too. She was
Uh-huh.
like,
I double checked it. I was like, I don't know. I'm taking it's fake.
That's a real bartender right there.
Right. I know. I had to make
Right.
sure.
Yes. Well, we appreciate you for stopping by the show today. We know you are a very busy man and got a tight schedule, so we definitely appreciate that. But first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself for those who may not know who you are.
So my name is CNN Mikey. I'm from Toledo, Ohio. My real name is Michael Zender. I grew up in Toledo. I'm a music artist. Honestly, I think I'm gonna be one of the biggest superstars in the world just because I can touch my toes in any genre. I sing, I do, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying that in the most humble way. I'm just really working on my craft every day and there's a lot of motivation that goes into it, a lot of work that goes into it. So yeah, I'm just glad y'all having me on today. It's a pleasure.
We appreciate
We
you.
appreciate
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
So, how did you get your name? How did you come up with your name?
So I started like a little like rap clique, I guess you would say. There was literally only one other rapper, and the other people were just kind of like promoting our shit with us, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of fell out. I was like the only one that still kind of repped it. And not any like special reason or nothing that we fell out. It was just we were doing different things, and it just didn't stay. You know what I'm saying? And so
Right.
like I always kept it because I had a different rap name before this one, and I didn't like it at all. It's just my first and middle name, Michael Scott from The Office.
Oh, you had to change that.
And I kept getting made fun of so much. I was like, man, like I gotta just find something new. So that's why I came up with that. I just hope CNN News don't come for me. That's the only thing.
Well, what does it stand for? Because then that makes it different.
Oh yeah, it's chasing new nirvana. So basically, like the whole like idea of it is like trying to find your own happiness. Because I know a lot of people go through life like I did. Like I went to college and I didn't really want to. Just like chase what you want. You can really get what you want out of life. You know what I'm saying? So
I like that.
Well, so talk about your journey that led you to start making music.
it's a funny journey, really. Not funny, but I guess like a long journey. When I was like 5 years old, I went with my grandma on vacation. We went to Texas on the boardwalk in Texas. And we were passing by like a bunch of local stores that had like a lot of stores on the boardwalk. If you ever been on this boardwalk, it's like a bunch of different stores. And one of them happened to be like the music store. And I saw a guitar in there. And I was like my whole life, I loved Michael Jackson. Like even when I was 5 years old, like I was listening to Beat It all day, Thriller all day. You know what I'm saying? Billie Jean, that was my shit. So I saw that guitar and I was like, I called my grandma Meemaw. I was like Meemaw, can you give me a guitar? And it was like a $20 guitar. We brought it home from Texas because we drive, But and I started playing it a little bit, and I ended up like learning like guitar by myself. And then I kind of quit playing guitar so much. I got more into sports, and that was like my first love was music. But my second love was sports, and I just liked it better. I was always outside as a kid, and so basically when I got to like high school, I wanted to start recording myself. And I asked my dad for like just a microphone for Christmas. My dad was like, man, I ain't buying that shit. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, I ain't buying that shit. I mean, I asked for like a $100 microphone for Christmas, and he thought it was just a stage. And I was like, no, like I really want to do this. Da-da-da. And like no, like no disrespect for him or anything. It was just kind of like I was like, damn, like no microphone for Christmas. So I ended up just getting my own job, like working, and I got my setup that I still have today, pretty much. And that's when I started really recording. And then, after that, I kind of just got more and more serious about it until I went to college. And then once I got to college, I ended up signing like an independent like label deal with my managers now, and that's what really kicked it into gear, type thing. So that's how I got into like music.
What was some of the inspiration behind the music that you make? Like what kind of the music that you make? It seems really personal. And
yeah.
So what's some of the inspiration that behind the music that you're making the songs?
It's basically just life experience. I've always been really, really like not over technical, kind of like, I don't know if that's the right word, but like I was really like over technical on like the lyrics I use. Like I want everything to be perfect. I'm a perfectionist. So I tell my life story, but like I still can. Now it's becoming easier to make songs quicker and stuff, but like I'm definitely like I'm a perfectionist, and like I'll tell my life story and I'll write everything myself. But just life experiences, like I have a pretty like tough life story. So it's just like stuff that came from my life, stemmed from my life most of the time.
That's what's up.
Okay. So the signing with Polo G sounds like a pretty interesting story. So you stopped going to college.
Yeah, stopped going to college.
Moved to LA.
Moved to LA.
We're hustling. And you needed to get out there and get a deal. So talk about how the whole Polo G situation happened.
Of course. So I had been living in LA for 6 months at the time. I moved there in like January of like 2022. Yeah, 2022. I moved there January 22. It was like June, end of June, right before the holiday for 4th of July, obviously. And so basically, I was flying back home, and I was flying Spirit that day. Like, and I missed my lift. I missed the lift because like I just ordered it too early, and I was like, oh shit, like I got pissed fine. Like, going to the airport like pissed. I'm like, bro, how the hell did I miss this lift? And so I get to the airport and flying Spirit again, which is like crazy. I'm in the Spirit terminal where it's like Spirit and like maybe 2 other airlines, and I just seen Polo G like 6 people ahead of me in security, and he's only with like 2 other people, and they're like eyeing me because I'm like staring at him. Like for real, like I was like literally just like kept looking at him, and I couldn't really, like I didn't want him to know that like I was trying to fanboy or anything, because I was like, I want to show him my music, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm texting all my friends and I'm like, hey, like I'm about to show Polo G my music, this and that, and they're like, well, if you don't do it, then you're lying. So I'm like, these motherfuckers gonna think that I'm lying this whole time. Like, what's going on?
Yeah. So can't have no big cap in the streets.
Of course, you know, it's just like. So I walked up to him, and I walked up to him and was like, hey, broski. I walked up to him. He had people with him that was trying to address me at first a little bit, and like, because they thought I was just a fan that wanted a picture. So I walked up to him and I was like, hey, bro, like, I'm an artist, like just like speaking my truth a little bit. I was like, I'm hard, bro. Like I'm one of the hardest like artists you've ever met in your entire life. Like I really just felt like this was my moment, because it's just like, I know a lot of people probably get these same moments and they like feel like it's their moment, but like this one was like, I've been manifesting like a big win, like in LA every day. Like I wake up and I pray, and I was just like, this is my moment. Like God brought this to me. You feel me? So like I walked up to him and I was like, hey man, like just listen to one song. Like I promise you, I'm the hardest white boy you ever seen in your life.
I love that. Yeah. Hardest white boy you've ever seen.
I swear, like I was like, man, fuck Killer Roy, you know, like, you know, it's shit. But so he was like, yeah, bro, like I'll listen to it when we get through security, whatever. So we're before security, like before you even give them your ID or anything, and like I knew it was Polo G, but I was kind of like, is this really happening? So I took my shoes off. I took my laptop out of my backpack early as hell. I'm in this like security line, giving him my ID with my shit already out, because I'm like, if I don't like get there before him, then he's gonna leave.
He's gonna go.
Like,
yeah,
he's gonna leave and he's gonna catch his flight, and I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick the whole flight. I'm gonna be pissed. Mm-hmm. Like this is like the first time I've ever met anybody famous my whole life. Mm-hmm. First time. So or anybody really famous, I feel like. But anyway, so I get through security. I actually get out before him. Like crazy enough, I get out before him and he's like 2 lines over. I'm like nervous. I'm like, shit, should I just walk up to him? So I just walk up to him, like waiting for his shit. I'm just waiting. I got the song. I'm already played up, already knew what song I was gonna play him. It's a song called Guidance. And it's just me singing over a piano loop. The whole song, no drums, no nothing. It's just a single piano loop that goes for like 2.5 minutes. And so I pull it up to him and he puts it up to his ear. He's got his little brother with him. His little brother, when I asked Polo G if he listened to my music, his little brother was like, nah, bro, we got a flight. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Polo G's listening to it, and he starts bobbing his head. So his little brother's behind him, so he's bobbing his head, and his little brother walks up next to him to listen to it, because he see Polo like he must think that like Polo never reacts this way to like some random person, you know, because like Polo's also very standoffish, and he doesn't really do this very often. So like he walks up next to him, and they both start shaking their head. And I'm thinking, like, I just want them to listen to the song.
I can't even imagine what you were thinking on the inside. They're like, wow. They're like,
I don't know what I was thinking. I was just watching.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, so I get done with the song, and he was like, this shit's hard. He was like, where are you from? And I was like, Toledo, Ohio, And he was like, text this number. And didn't tell me who it was. Ended up being his tour DJ. DJ Tone is his name. And so basically, I started texting him this random number. He's like, text this number, send him some music, and send him your Instagram. So I sent it to him, random number. I'm like, yo, Polo gave me this number. He was like, what, did he contact you on IG? I was like, no, I just met him in the airport. And he was like, what? He was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, he believed me. But anyways, one more thing is like, the way I knew it was Polo G is like he had so much like money, like not money. Oh my God, hold on, scratch that.
We're gonna just take that out.
Yeah.
Delete that.
Take that
whole
out.
thing.
The way I knew it was Polo G was like he has his face tat, like the one singular face tat, like on the side of his like cheekbone, and like I recognized it, and like I knew it was him, but like I didn't like believe it because I was like, holy shit, like what's happening? And now when I got close to him, I was like, it's gotta be Polo G. There's no way in hell it's not. So fast forward, I showed him music and everything, and then after that, I'm texting with this guy Tone on the Spirit Wi-Fi. I never buy the Spirit Wi-Fi ever. I only bought it because I knew somebody was going to text me back, and I was already texting with this guy. So I sent him like 10 songs. All of a sudden, I'm on an airplane. Polo texts me. He's like, "Hey, this Polo broski," and I'm like, I'm in this like. There's a random kid next to me, like flying back to Detroit with me. He's like same age as me. I'm like, bro, Polo G just texted me. I'm on my phone. I'm like, bro, I'm not capping you. This is Polo G.
What did he say?
He was like, no way, bro. What's your gram? He's like, bro, what's your Instagram? I'm like, I'll
That was your first fan. That was your first fan right there.
Fan. It's insane, but yeah, that's like the story and how I met Polo G and everything, and like we just been locked in ever since.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically how it went.
Now, how was it? So once Polo said that he wanted to sign you to the label, what was like your initial reaction?
So he texted me when I was on the plane and was like, I want you to be on the team. He was so respectful about it. He's like, I want you to be on the team if that's something you're interested in. And I was like, bitch, you think I wasn't interested?
Like I stopped you in an airport.
For a reason.
Polo G, like what? You're Polo G, bro.
Right.
And he just like really loved the music. Like the music, like I sent him a lot of like I said, like I sing different genres and I do different stuff, and I think that really is what caught his eye. And I can really like make like real hits in every single lane. And like yeah, so like that's my initial reaction. I was like in here like giddy. Like, in the airport, I'm in a plane. Like obviously, I didn't sleep that 4-hour flight. I was in here texting every friend that I have, showing them Polo G just texting me. Nobody believed me at first.
Like,
Nobody.
okay.
My manager, like I called him right when I was going onto the flight, and I was like, Mike, I just met Polo G in the airport, and he said he wants to sign me, and he was kind of like, okay. That's all he said.
He's like, how much have you had a drink?
Yeah, he's like, oh, okay, you know, like, but yeah, that's the story.
That's what's up. Now, you said that you dropped out of college. Was that a decision that you talked maybe with your family about first before you did it, or you just decided to do it? And once you did that, what was their reaction to that?
So, yeah. So basically, my last semester of college, I failed every single class because I was just working on music. And I just didn't go to class, and I didn't like enjoy school. I enjoyed one class that I ever had. It was like audio production, and because I already knew how to do that, and I was getting easy A. So that was actually that was the only class that I passed. The rest of the classes I didn't show up to one time my whole semester.
The
like,
former educator me is not hearing any of this at all.
No, of course. But I was just so like focused, and my managers, I was talking to them about it. I'm like, hey, like I really not feeling school. They already felt that. One of my managers that lives in LA, and his girlfriend had a recent breakup, and he had an extra bedroom. Always, he had like an office space, and his girlfriend moved out, and he was like, this was around like December 2021. And he was like, dude, like, would you want to move in and just like work on music and like basically go to like school like here and like learn about the music business, and like we'll chase like a publishing deal, which is like songwriting for other artists, and basically that's basically what it is. But I was like, yeah, like we're gonna have a talk with like my grandma and grandpa though, because like they always saw me going to college because I was so smart in school. Like I was always in like the LEAD program, like which is like I guess like gifted students program. Like I was just really smart. I had great grades.
And knowing your grandma and grandpa, that probably was a little bit of a shock to them too about school.
Oh, of course,
For sure.
Of course. But like what surprised me is they were so like with it. Like they were the best supporters in the world, and like I was so like nervous about them being like no, especially my grandpa. My grandpa always like wanted me to go to college. He's like, you got to go to college. If you're not going to go to college and get a real job, he always thought like that's not your path. You know what I'm saying? So like when I told him about the music stuff, him and my grandma, like they must have had a conversation and just like realized like how long I've loved music, and they're like super cool about it. And they're like, yeah, like go for it. You know, you're young, you know, like, so it's different because like grandparents, normally they don't like understand like chasing
Yeah, I was
dreams
just
Yeah.
thinking that like when it comes to like young people and want to chase dreams, a lot of
Yeah.
older people don't respect that.
They
don't
think that they
support
only
it
think
too
there's
much.
that one path, like
Yeah, that one
graduate,
path,
go to
yes.
college,
Of
graduate,
course.
but
Yes.
there's lots of paths.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
it's so interesting you said that because I was just reading on about SZA today. SZA was actually in school. And you know what she did? She flunked out on purpose. So she, right after she did her first album,
Mhm.
she started working on her second album. She was like, I decided to go to school. And she realized, she was like, fuck this shit. Like, I want to do music. And she literally flunked out on purpose.
Yeah.
And she did her second album. Look at her now. She's doing world tours and everything. So
Insane.
yeah, that's dope. That's really dope.
So the single that you released first was, wait, I wrote it down because I knew I would forget once I start drinking my vodka.
I know you're good. For my people.
For my people.
Yeah.
So what made that be the single that you were like, this is the one? Because it highlights like Toledo, like that, the whole,
Yeah.
and we're gonna watch a little clip if you want to tell us a little bit about.
Of course. Yeah. So like when I first signed to Polo G, I had records out, but they weren't like, I was never able to release like my best shit because they always wanted me to like, catch like a TikTok moment. Like, so like I had these really great records, so like For My People, and they wanted me to like work basically like to catch like a moment on TikTok to be able to release it. So it'd be like basically like valuable, I guess, not valuable, but like a good thing to do.
Get your followers.
Get your followers up and like, you know what I'm saying? Like I had like a cool like 25,000, 30K like on TikTok or something, and like I was trying to catch a viral moment on there. But the reason I chose this song was because it was just really personal, and I felt like with like a signing and like a first release, you need to like tell the story a little bit, because like obviously like I'm a white rapper in the game, and like people are like quick to judge, like the internet, of course, like the internet's super quick to judge, and like I just really wanted to like tell my story, like because obviously I have a crazy life story, like both parents being drug addicts and like witnessing my mom overdosing and like multiple house evictions, like shit like that. So I was like, like I really want to like release a storytelling record. My team at first didn't think that. They wanted to drop like I have a really big pop hit in the vault, and they wanted me to drop like the big pop hit. And I was just like, you know what, like I'm gonna ask Polo, and he agreed with me. He was like, like you need to tell your story first, like get your audience, your core audience that's really gonna fuck with you for who you are, not just the music, because the story really means a lot, like in the music business as well with a lot of artists. So that's kind of why I chose that.
Now, do you think that those people tried to put you in the pop lane because you are white? Because we know that pop is a predominantly white category. So do you think they tried to do it because of that, or just because
it's a good song?
Yeah.
No, honestly, like it's the biggest like marketable song. It's like honestly, like I'll play it for you guys after this podcast. Like it's the biggest song like that I have, and like to date, and like I've made like really, really good songs, but like this is like the top level that I have. And it's just like one of those songs that like universally like everybody would love. And it's like a party song, like summer song, and we were like dropping like end of May. So it was like, okay, we want to go to Throttle and like we want to spend 30,000-40,000 on it, and we want to like put a big artist on it or something. But like what we got to do when you're introducing like a new artist, you got to tell the story first a little bit, so like the momentum's everything. You can't, but yeah, that's basically what it was. It wasn't anything about like going pop or anything. Like I love pop music. I make everything. But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because once you build your fan base, they'll definitely follow for anything else you put out.
Absolutely.
And your storytelling, they'll see when you watch the video, the storytelling is like, I think a lot of people will connect with your story.
Yeah.
Parts of it or all of it. And you have a big influence with that. And once you get that, people will follow whatever you do.
Of course.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and check into CNN Mikey's video For My People. We're going to do a little clip of that. And when we come back, we're going to chop it up more with him. And Miss Shay, you got this or that ready for us today?
Sure do.
We behaving today?
I don't know.
We'll partially behave.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and tap into this, y'all, and we'll be right back here on Mud Talk.
Now you make this.
This is for them times when to sleep cause we ain't had no food. A different breed, baby, this is what that struggle do. I can't fake this. That's the shit that made me. Money rule the world, it's the root of all evil. If I sell my soul, then I did it for my people. I can't fake this. Some shit done changed me. Moved out the city, I'm tired of drugs, petty shit and violence. You don't hate no shit about Toledo, let somebody dying. Thank God I'm blessed, I could not rest to make it far as I did. Mama waking up, give her a shake, I gotta check her eye. Her boyfriend like to beat up on him, I couldn't do nothing about it. But if he spin the block again, I bet I'm catching my first body. Taking drugs, she got a body. Why you always saying sorry? I don't like to talk about it, don't care long my sister smiling. This is for them times when to sleep cause we ain't had no food. A different breed, baby, this is what that struggle do. I can't fake it. That's the shit that made me. Money rule the world, it's the root of all evil. If I sell my soul, then I did it for my people. I can't take it. Some shit done changed me. Mama stuck, she overdosing. This one ain't the first time. Every day I think about your death, I'm glad you're still alive. I don't like to show my feelings, I'll admit I'm traumatized. I can't trust a soul cause I've been lied to too many times. Used to seeing suicide, but now I let the doors take my brothers out the mud, they on my back, boy, I'm a soldier. This city on fire cause of me like I'm the joke. I might tweak out in this bitch, don't need no pill, boy, I'm bipolar. This is for them times when to sleep cause we ain't had no food. A different breed, baby, this is what that struggle do. I can't fake it. That's the shit that made me. Money rule the world, it's the root of all evil. If I sell my soul, then I did it for my people. I can't take it. Some shit done changed me.
All right, what's good, y'all? That was CNN Mikey's video for my people, and I watched that video earlier today, and I was like, "Yo, I had to play that on the loop a couple times."
Yeah,
so that was
there's a lot to it.
Yes, that was really dope.
I really liked it. I was over here getting chills.
Yeah.
Just playing it like
It is real.
It was a really like long shooting day too. It was like 10 hours. You know?
Oh wow!
Yeah, we shot the whole day. So
Now, did y'all shoot? Now, where? I can't even get my words out. Now, where exactly in the city did y'all shoot that video?
we shot it over off Fernwood at Daly's, and then the park right there, obviously. And then we shot it at Red and White, like it was a corner store, like right around the corner. And then went downtown to like apartment rooftop, and also my dad, where my dad lives, and my aunt and my grandpa, they live at a trailer, the trailer park you see in there. So.
Okay, that's what's up.
They don't get no more personal than
No,
that.
and
Absolutely.
that's actually the question I said. So, kids that I work with, I often encourage, like, if you have stuff going on in life, and may or may not have ever told you this, but I'm like, if you're a musician, write it, write it out. And so what advice would you give other kids that are going through struggles like similar to yours, like just to kind of get through the struggles that they're going through?
I would say don't ever use it as an excuse. Use it as motivation. That's like my number. Like, it's my bar that I think about in life. It's like, because like really like, I mean, it's a tough thing to go through, and like when you're going through it, like you're gonna feel a type of way and you're gonna be sad, whatever. But like what you really need to do is just like use that as motivation and think like, now I'm more resilient than everybody that hasn't been through this. You know what I'm saying? It's like you face different adversity in life, and that's gonna make you like stronger, basically. So that'd be my advice.
What don't break you, make you. I like that.
Of course.
So I was listening to some of your other music, and one of the ones that stuck out to me that I actually really liked was the song called Sobriety.
Yeah.
And I was clicking on a lot of them. I also like the one, there was some, I think you were singing that like to a girl, I don't know, girl or to a loved one. What was it? Take Me There. What was that one?
Maybe it was Silly Love Song.
Maybe.
Or
yeah, that was good. They're all really good. Like, so definitely go look them up. But that Sobriety one I thought was also very personal. Tell me about a little bit about that one.
That one, so I was in LA when I made that actually. I made that before I made For My People actually, and that came out way earlier. But basically, like the thought process behind that was just being like personal with my story, and like really, really personal, and trying to catch like, you know, like try to like bring that out to different audiences. You know what I'm saying? And like yeah, that one was just really, really personal. I wanted to like talk about like get really into like the different struggles I had with my mom, who like I watched overdose, and like also like my dad, and like different things like that. Like I just want to talk about like my parents' drug addiction, like struggles I went through, and like stuff like that. You know, like just just little things I went through, shit I seen.
And the album cover on that single is your mom and dad and you as a baby, I would assume.
Yeah, when I was born.
Yeah, when you were born. So that's
Wow.
that's kind of what caught me at that one.
Yeah.
It was good. So here's my question. So when's Polo G gonna be collabing with you on your album?
That's confidential right now.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I've been in the studio with Polo a few times. You just say that. I've been there.
What's that experience like in the studio with him?
Oh man, he's the funniest dude you ever meet in your life. Like when he's not, Polo's pretty standoffish, but like when he's not in that type of situation, or like that type of situation, like he's also like really, really like funny, like cool. He's always like super, like not super talkative, but it's just like you always feel like you know him. You've known him for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like he's super cool.
That's what's up.
Sounds like he's careful with who he keeps around him. That's
He's very reserved.
The standoffish, yeah.
Yeah, he's a real businessman.
Until you get to know him.
Now, has he given you any advice since signing you to the label?
Yeah, he's always like telling me, like he's also just really encouraging. Like he loves what I'm doing, and like just I'll obviously always stay working. Like I'm never the type to like stop working, so he's never had to tell me like, bro, where's the music at or nothing like that. It's more like he's just really encouraging, and he likes like a lot of what I'm doing, and he just keeps telling me to go on like certain paths and do certain shit. So
his label's called what?
ODA, Only Dreamers Achieve.
Yeah. So it seems like it's like kind of lending itself to like the kind of artist you are.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's been your biggest inspiration for your art, aside like any current musicians or past musicians? I know you said you like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else that's been inspiring to you for your musical journey?
Obviously Polo G, Post Malone, Drake. I would say like Dominic Fike, if you guys ever heard of him. He's a rock artist. Machine Gun Kelly, obviously, because Ohio stuff. Justin Bieber, I love Justin Bieber. Thames, you guys know Thames?
Yes,
love Thames. Like she's been pretty recent lately, but like listening to her like helps me like become more like a singer. Like I love singing and like the different melodies she does. But yeah, so it's a lot. I take inspiration from a lot of people. I used to like a lot of classic rock. I grew up with grandparents that love classic rock. My grandpa loved classic rock. So yeah, I took a lot of different inspiration. I feel like that's what made me kind of like so versatile. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
and we just talked about Machine Gun Kelly not too long ago because he was in not some trouble, but it was some debate going on. He said that he was the best white rapper ever.
Right. Up until CNN Mikey hits the scene.
Of course, absolutely.
About to take that over from Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, he was ruffling some.
You heard it here on Mud Talk.
hey,
CNN Mikey.
that's how you got to
right here.
You got to think you're the best.
You got to.
be the best.
Absolutely.
That's exactly how it is. So
I agree. So what's coming up in the future that you're allowed to tell us? Don't give us anything you're not allowed to tell us, but
I got another single I'm following up to be like a real summer record.
Okay.
Is this the one where I get the money phone on the car? Or is
I don't know about
road?
this. This will be down the road. I don't know exactly what city.
I don't think we want you to be a video hoe with your former.
I didn't say hoe. You said hoe. I said money phone on a car. I did not bring hoe into it.
I'm just saying. I was like, you can't be a video girl for your former student.
If I get a money phone, I can
You can
listen.
do
You
whatever.
give me a money phone, I'll do whatever.
We'll make it the best it could be.
There it is.
We'll make
There
the
you
best
go.
Appropriate.
out of it, you know?
Appropriate.
Yeah, it'll definitely be.
We'll have you just laying against the car or something.
Yeah, I won't like lay on it.
Yes.
I'm just, I'll be on a money phone. Like I got stuff to do. I'm talking on my phone.
But yeah, this next record actually was like the producers that made this had made like Polo's like his biggest song to date. So like it was a really special moment. Like it was just like a really like genuine and like what's the word, like we didn't even plan like to make this type of song. We made it's a Jersey Club song, like a really like dancer type song. So
I'm gonna beat up the beat to this.
Oh yeah, it's
Like
like it's a beat.
Yeah.
It's a really good song. Perfect for the summer. But yeah, but I got a single coming after this one. We want to ride this one out and get as much as we can with this. But yeah, so I got that coming next.
It's exciting.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. Well, before we get into anything else, we know Miss Shay has this or that. But before we do that, we have to shout out our favorite sponsor. We have to shout out Project 360. So Project 360 Studios is a comprehensive multimedia enterprise that specializes in branding, design, podcasts, and digital media to artists, individuals, and organizations, providing captivating design and media services from all angles. Visit them online at p360studios.com or give them a phone call at 419-540-8252. Again, tap in with them at p360studios.com or give them a call at 419-540-8252. So shout out to P360 Studios. We always love them. They always, they're a big sponsor.
Big sponsors.
They sponsored the season finale last week and the one before that, and here they go again. So they're the one who keep these lights paid up in here. So we appreciate y'all. Absolutely. All right, Miss Shay, what do you have for us with this or that this week?
All right. So we play a game here on Mud Talk called This or That, where I give you two options. You choose this or that. So I'm gonna get into it. Little Baby or Moneybagg Yo?
Little Baby.
Okay.
Why?
Little Baby, man. I've heard some stories about Little Baby. Little Baby can go in the studio and freestyle a song in 10 minutes and make it like a number one hit. Like Little Baby, his hit flows are crazy.
He's very lyrical, and I love it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Pool, beach, or water park?
Beach for sure.
Okay.
Beach for sure.
Kevin Hart or DC Young Fly?
Ooh. Sorry, that one got me.
I'll say Kevin Hart just because I love his movies.
Yeah, he's
I feel like his movies are top tier. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like DC Young Fly only if he's got his other guys with him.
Yes.
Like that show's hilarious. What is it? What is it? I can't remember. It's a South something.
South, from Wild 'N Out.
Yeah, because it's got Carlos and DC Young Fly and
it's the 85th South Show.
85th South Show. That's
Show,
what it is.
yes.
Okay. Yeah. Together they're hilarious.
Yes.
For sure.
All right. So Eminem or Lil Wayne?
Be careful what you pick here because I have very strong feelings about this.
Honestly, I think I would have to go with Eminem just because I just like Eminem's from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta go with Eminem.
I feel like too, like a lot of what, I guess I was listening to some of your music too. I think a lot of what you're doing is a lot of what he was doing back in the day too.
That's a lot of people been saying that. Really.
And I'm not saying like, I'm not
Yeah.
saying lyrically. I'm not saying like comparing like the raps. I mean, I do think I get the MGK Eminem beat because they do sound like a lot alike. But just like sharing your personal story and just like bringing that in and like getting people to see who you are.
Of course, yeah, I took a lot of inspiration from him.
Yeah, but definitely Lil Wayne.
Nah, I like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne got some hits. Lil Wayne got hits. Lil Wayne's just like Lil Baby, but like I feel like on a bigger, like I feel like Lil Wayne. Like I heard an interview where he made like 50 songs in one session.
Yeah,
I believe it.
I believe it too.
I believe it.
I think he's got like never-ending energy too.
Yeah, and the thing with Lil Wayne too is that I can listen to a Lil Wayne mixtape like from front to back and not skip a song. And,
yes, me too.
And most of those come from like those 50 songs that he has left over. So yeah.
Sorry, I'm very passionate about my Lil Wayne.
Yes.
I always my say Eminem.
I love him. You know, I do love Eminem too because like when I was coming up, like when I was your age, Eminem had just hit the scene. So it was like the best music. It was like something nobody ever heard before.
Yeah.
Kind of like when Nelly came out in like the South rap, but then Eminem came out. We're like, what is this?
Yeah.
But I don't know. As I get older, I think Lil Wayne.
But see, the thing with Eminem too, Eminem was so creative with his visuals though.
Yes,
like his visuals and music videos were just so over the top. Like you had no choice but to pay attention.
And then the lyrics, like just words that you're like, what?
Yeah.
How do you even say that in a rap? Yeah.
All right, East Coast or West Coast?
Ooh. Now I'm from the Midwest. I never actually been anywhere on the East Coast. I mean, Florida don't count, right? Florida don't count.
I think that's like
Florida and Georgia.
Yeah.
I have to say West Coast because I ain't been nowhere on the East Coast yet. So
Nice.
I say West Coast.
All right, Skittles or Jolly Ranchers?
Skittles for sure.
Marvel or DC?
Marvel, of course. I mean, only because only people from DC I know is Batman. That's it.
All right, one last question. Single or Taken?
Definitely Taken.
Oh shoot! Now.
Taken for all of his fans and his girl.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Well, we had to crush the girl's heart today. Huh?
It's all right though.
It's all right.
So thank you so much for playing our little game, this or that.
Oh, well, that was good today.
Yeah. She behaved. She behaved.
You behaved.
I did actually warn them. I was like, you know, this is a somebody that I've known in my work life, that we are going to behave a little bit today.
Yes.
Well, as right
Shit, it
here,
don't
I'm
matter to
like,
me. That would have been.
I know. Oh, I know.
Oh,
Remember, we're us older people and publicists and managers are here to help protect you and your image. We got you.
All right, that's what's up. So we're gonna go ahead and pay some bills because we're not done with you yet, CNN Mikey. We got one more thing we gotta do. We're gonna go ahead and pay some bills, and we'll be right back here on Mud Talk. Mud Talk is sponsored by Stormy the Social Assistant, Ramba Mamba Jamba Karaoke Party Bus Experience, Many Faces Podcast Studio, Her Academy of Beauty, Makeup Medic Mobile Makeup Artist, Uniquely, Swilt Products, Fame Studios, SB Geek, and Rita Armour with Key Realty. Go ahead, scan the code, and get tapped in with Mud Talk. All right, we are back here on Mud Talk. I want to say shout out to all the sponsors who sponsored the Mud Talk show today. We greatly appreciate everybody who is always supporting Mud Talk. Thank you to everybody who listens to the show, whether it's on iHeartRadio, Apple, Spotify, Pandora, Sirius XM, and also YouTube and Facebook Live, as always. And we got to say shout out to everybody from different parts of the world who listen, whether you are listening in Ohio, Florida, Texas,
Germany at 2 a.m.
Germany, man, those Germans, they love us, don't
They
they?
love us.
Those Germans love us at 2 o'clock in the morning. Australia, the Russians, everybody.
They do.
Because Mud Talk is not just local, we are national and we are global.
Yes.
All right, so we like to do one last thing here on the show. This is what we like to call Shout Out Friday. And we like to just, build up people, be positive, and shout out people who are doing some amazing things. So does anybody have anybody they want to shout out?
we can let our guests go first.
Yeah, who you shouting out?
Hey, shout out my Mima, my grandma.
Yes, Mima.
Shout out her. Shout out my Papa John. Man, shout out my girlfriend. Shout out my managers, my team. That's Polo. That's how I shout out.
Can we get Polo G on the show?
Yeah, can you work that out?
Hey,
even if it's virtual.
Will he give me a money phone in the car? Because I'll take that.
Man, I don't know, man.
Polo. Listen.
Polo, pretty. Polo, we gotta make time for me sometimes,
Yeah.
Like,
He's busy, man.
Time in the schedule.
Yeah.
Schedule.
We're gonna have to pull up to the airport one day.
It's fine. We'll just go see Julius out in LA and we'll visit Polo and see Mikey.
Hey, shit. If I get a #1 record or something, I'll bring Polo there.
Hey,
yeah, we'll be there.
We will be there.
I'll be in LA in July. So
are you?
Yeah.
Nice.
LA's nice. You'll like it. You already been here?
No, it'll be my first time.
Okay, you're gonna love it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. I want to say shout out to all the amazing educators who made it through the school year.
Yeah.
Thank God.
This shit was tough. This shit was tough as fuck, man.
It was tough.
Shout out to all the fucking educators who made it through the school year.
He said fucking educators.
Fucking,
You didn't just say
damn right.
educators.
Listen, I don't know if this is a shout out for fuck your
I don't know what
face.
just happened. We just crossed that line.
Yes, but shout out to all the educators who made it through the school year. This was like the real first school year, like in person,
Yes.
no mask,
No, like,
post-COVID.
because even last year, like there were some schools that took off some weeks, like
Yeah.
Where
They were shut down if like the COVID
Yeah.
numbers too high. Some of them
Yeah.
were still on the hybrid schedule,
Mhm.
but this was like full on, just raw. Like it was just there.
It was raw. There was a lot of raw.
There was a lot of
things
raw
happening.
shit happening. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, shout out to educators who for making it through the school year, man.
Yeah.
We did that shit.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Don't forget about the parents.
Hey, them
Look at his face.
kids-
He literally was like, "That was about to be an FYI with those parents."
I'm just gonna smile and
we're
nod.
just tapping that in. We're tapping all the parents in now.
Well,
It's
the
your turn.
ones that show up for their kids.
No, but for real though, yes. Like the
Yes.
people that show up, and not just parents, the people that just care, like you said, the mimas and the aunts, the uncles,
Yes.
the people that support their kids and
Yes.
whatever they want to do.
I mean, absolutely the parents too, because this was their full time, like first time, like getting up, taking the kids to school, like it was like back into routine. So it was a lot for everybody. So shout out to everybody for finishing the fucking school year. I'm glad this shit over.
I was gonna just like tapping out of that when we did an educator appreciation show, like I don't know, it was like a month.
Yeah,
weeks
something
ago.
like that.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I said is like what makes me the happiest and what makes me most fulfilled as an educator is seeing my former people that I've worked with living their dreams and living their big kid life. And
course.
you are literally a living example sitting right next to me. And honestly,
Appreciate
that it truly has it's like I'm a proud mother over here. Like,
Absolutely.
hey, you know, and it really is. I was telling him how next year in my office I'm gonna put a wall of fame, and that we just took our selfie. And anybody that I see in their big kid lives doing their life, living their dreams, going up in my wall of fame, because you guys are truly my heroes.
Of course.
Like,
yeah,
you
I've
graduated and
had
you did
like
it.
a couple past like teachers like reach out to me and stuff too. It's really cool to like, because every time like a teacher or someone would text me, I'll be like memories, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't think about that shit like now that I got all this shit going on. It's like you don't think about like damn, back in school like this and that. I told my psychology teacher in high school like I'm gonna be a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
And you know the class laughed at me, but now we're here. Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
did you ever tell me that?
I didn't think I wanted to be a rapper.
Yeah, I don't feel like I remember that because I had you for 3. Because I remember I definitely would have told you if you were going to be a rapper, I'll be at your show. Yeah. I know because I always say that, you know, whatever you want to do, I'm there for it.
Yes.
But just seeing you here is that's a shout out to you and all of the people that are out there. Like, you know, you graduate, go live your dream. Like whatever that looks like for you, whether it's college, whether it's going out and go to LA and hustling and chasing your dream, or maybe it's just going and being the best family member you can be, mother, father, whatever it is, you know, stay out of the BS and just go live your dreams.
And we talked about that's how Julius Darrington got his start.
Yeah.
With working with R. Kelly. He one day was just like, I'm leaving Toledo, and he literally packed up everything and flew to LA.
He's the A&R director for R. Kelly's label. We had him on the show.
He was on the show, yeah. That was really dope. Michelle, you got anybody you want to shout out?
I mean, shout out our guests for coming through. It was nice to meet you.
Yes.
Of course, nice to meet you as well.
Yes. I want to say shout out to everybody that's doing something positive. We need so much more.
Yes.
We need more positivity in this world. The world is already heavy and there's so much heavy shit going on. And the last thing we need is a Debbie Downer coming in trying to rain on somebody's parade. So
fuck with Debbie Downer.
Yeah, fuck.
He said fuck the Debbie Downer.
See, this is turning into an FYF.
Right. I knew you were gonna do this. You know what? I actually wore my shirt today.
I got a lot to say.
No, we're gonna hold that for the next. I wore this. This is June 1st, right? Is it June 1st and June something?
Yeah. Yes.
But last month was Mental Health Awareness Month, and the theme for that was show up for yourself and keep showing up for yourself. And I thought that just like shout out to those people that are doing that.
Yes, absolutely.
Being positive, and that's how you do it. And so that's why I wore it today. I wanted to shout out people that are doing that.
And speaking of, that is June 1st, shout out to the LGBTQ community because it's Pride Month. So we love all our people who we support with that. We love all the allies to support that. We love people who let people live their life.
We love people who live their life. We do not judge.
Yes, let people live their life. I don't care where you come from, what you do. That ain't none of my problem or my business. But, you know, be you. That's all I can say. Live your life. So, but shout out to all the people who let people love what they want to love.
Mind the business that pays you.
Hello. And last time I checked, the motherfuckers wasn't paying me. So that's all I got to say with that.
Why do I feel like that's about to be a clip?
It is.
I knew it.
It's going to be on TikTok tonight.
I figured. Yes. I love it.
Anybody else with any shout outs? Shout outs.
I got to think about my life. Honestly, my brain is completely fried.
It's
my last day with like kids. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, we appreciate CNN Mikey for stopping by. We thank you so much. Just remember to, come back to Mud Talk and drop that exclusive. I
got you.
Okay. Yeah. And if you ever need anything, we got you. So you want shout outs, we got you.
If you need some people, be in the video, an extra.
Right.
Yeah.
I got you.
Money phone.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'll get the money back. Like, I don't need to keep it. I just want to hold it up to my ear and pretend like I have it.
All right, y'all. Well, that's the end of our show. I'm Big T.
I'm Shay Renee.
I'm Miss Amy.
And remember, you are listening to the only podcast that brings you latest in music, news, and fashion. The only show that keeps your ears to the streets.
While you grind in the 419.
Thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all. Remember, Mud Talk can be listened to on Apple, Spotify, Pandora, Sirius XM Radio, iHeartRadio, and also YouTube at the Mud Talk Podcast, TikTok, Mud Talk 419, and on Facebook.
And soon to be Instagram.
And soon to be on Instagram and Facebook, Mud Talk. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see y'all next time.